Divinity is one of the most infamous weapons in the game, and there was a time when many agreed it was the strongest weapon in the game for raid and dungeon content because it provided an indefinite 30% debuff. Since then, Divinity has been nerfed and now sits at a more balanced 15% debuff. However, it is still incredibly popular among raid groups for the sheer ease of use provided by the enormous crit spot it creates. Of course, the only drawback to running Div is that your damage is severely lacking, but today I'm going to teach you a method to remedy this problem known as div swapping. First of all, the basis of this damage rotation, I suppose you could call it, hinges on the fact that the div cage lingers on a target for 1.5 seconds after you stop firing. Now, theoretically, if you could dump another source of damage within those 1.5 seconds and swap back to div quick enough, the bubble shouldn't drop. Unfortunately, by regular means, this isn't possible because you also have to factor in the ramp-up time of the actual debuff. Since if you didn't know, the debuff isn't applied immediately, but instead after about 0.8 seconds of continuous fire, meaning you're left with around 0.7 seconds to play with to do some extra damage. While using Ophidians and triple arc dexterity, it still takes over 0.7 seconds to pull out and fire my hothead before I can swap back to div and the cage will drop. However, some of you may remember that a while ago I made a video on Strand Quickswapping, and well, it's still in the game and hasn't been patched. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, Strand Quickswap is a glitch that allows you to cancel the equip animation of your weapons, allowing you to pull them out at lightning speed. But in order for it to work best, it does still require you to have as much handling as humanly possible. In order to do the glitch, you must press your grapple key and then immediately swap to your next weapon, which looks something like this. Okay, so Strand Quickswapping. This is basically where you press your grenade key and then the key for the weapon that you want to swap to immediately after that. So I'm on my kinetic and I want to swap to my energy, so I'll just go Q2. So Q is my grenade key and I use 2 to swap to my energy, so if I want to go back to my kinetic, I'll do Q1, Q2, Q1, Q2, Q1, Q2. And it's very fast. Because of this glitch, you're now able to quickly swap to, say, an auto-loading holster hothead and quickly swap back to div within that 0.7 second window, letting you maintain the div cage while also drastically raising your damage. Observe. This works best with an arc rocket because you can use triple arc targeting and dexterity mods to minimize your swap times. On Greg, without swapping, you're looking at around 600,000 damage, but with Ophidians, dex mods, and swapping, this gets dramatically raised to 1.6 million. Admittedly, this does take a bit of practice to learn the muscle memory for the swaps and properly timing auto-loading holster, but once you do get it down, it's quite satisfying. Anyway, that's all for today. I'll see you in the next one. One more thing. I have just released the membership section of the channel, so if you like what I do and want to see more of it, consider becoming a member and get yourself a host of cool perks along with it. Bye for now, dear viewer.